Well, hello there guys. Today we're going to be playing some The Long Dark. This game has undergone so many different changes since I've last played. It's just gotten absolutely incredible. Now I think we're going to stick with the Voyager difficulty, which I guess is like a normal difficulty setting. Not too easy, not too hard, just kind of right in the middle. Now they've added so many different areas in this game, so much so that I was just having fun playing alone. And I must have played a good 8 hours of this game, and I only discovered 6% of the map. So we're going to do the random start. So if I end up getting a region I don't know, I'm going to feel pretty scared. We're just going to call this one Agrippa's World, and we're going to jump right in here. So I hope I'm in an area that I recognize. If not, this is going to be interesting, to put it mildly. I don't think we'll last very long if I don't recognize the area. Even if I do, my biggest thing I want to do is find a revolver or find a rifle, which typically in this game is pretty rare. You have to get, I think, a bit lucky. Let's take a look. I believe I know where I am. Actually, no. This is not the train crossing, but I think we'll be okay, guys. Why don't we take off and get started on our journey here. So first thing I'm going to do is try to find some shelter. I'm not sure I'm familiar with this area. I'll know once I get to this light post whether I am. We might be near the lighthouse. Nope, we're at the tree cutting area. Yeah, we're actually going to be at a totally different area here. But there is a place nearby, a bus nearby as well that we could take a look at. Let's jump over here. No, a gas station. So this is new to me. This is a new area to me. Fascinating, guys. Let's get into the gas station and this home and take a look what's going on here. The Orca gas station. Let's see what prices of gas were. $8.88. Man. Alright, let's get in here. Wow, we actually need a pry bar to get into this particular building. That is frustrating. If we're unable to find one. Don't think we're going to find one. Maybe we can get in the back. Oh my goodness, I've never seen that before. We have a totally closed building here. That is not good. Let's get out of here. So we're going to have to head in here. It looks like there's a little town. This is totally new to me, my friends. I absolutely love it. This is completely new to me. I know the Coastal Highway pretty well, but this area is not the Coastal Highway. So we're at Milton. Might be near the actual coal mines. The coal mines are an interesting place to stop by. Hey, Roberts and Delta Commander. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. What are you sick with currently? I'm actually headed to the doctor myself just because I've been having, like, for the last 2 months, just constant burning in my stomach and throat, non-stop almost. I mean, it goes away, but it doesn't seem to get better or worse with food, like maybe slightly worse, but I'm pretty terrified. I'm going to try to get to the doctor this week. Let's get in here, get into one of these homes, and this is absolutely beautiful. So an entire town here, of course most of it is destroyed. Hopefully we don't need a pry bar to get into all of these homes. Oh my goodness. Maybe we do, folks. Alright, here we go. Canada. There you go. Alright, guys, finally into a nice house, and this might be our first chance in the game to actually get some food and possibly get some warm clothing. Fresh rabbit cooked, beautiful. Water bottle, absolutely wonderful. So we're already getting some food and water, and a rancid smallmouth bass. We don't want to eat that. That will actually make us sick. Why would you put a rotten fish in your freezer? That's begging somebody to just not know any better and get horrifically ill.
I think I can use this.
I'm going to try not to talk as much as I do during my usual streams in this game, because this is a pretty relaxing game for me. I like to relax while I play it, but I will try and chat with you guys, any questions, etc. Just don't get surprised if I go quiet for a bit. Love to find a revolver right now, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. Right now we're just trying to get some warm clothes. This place has been cleared out. Yeah, totally cleared out. I'll take it. Usually I wouldn't take a worn plaid shirt. It doesn't have much value, but in this case, we'll take whatever we can get. So let's actually start piling on the clothes. Even the plaid shirt will add a little bit of warmth, but what we really need is like a jacket. And there we go. That's our ski jacket. That's what we've been looking for. Just get us nice and warmed up. And eventually, over time in this game, you know, these things will break down, which is pretty unfortunate. You know, once they break down, you need to repair them before they do, preferably. Once they're gone, they're gone, man. Ooh. Take that. Take that. Just fire starters.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Cowboy Bigby, welcome to the world of having bottles of Tums everywhere. Oh, there you go. Ben says could be acid reflux. Wow, man. I mean, I really appreciate you guys actually chatting with me about this because I was pretty terrified. The reason I'm thinking it might not be acid reflux was I went to the doctor like a few months back, and they gave me it's like a proton pump inhibitor or something, but it's like a really low dose. I think it's like 10 milligrams. So maybe it's just not or 20 milligrams. Maybe it's just not a high enough dose. That's what he said. He said he thought it was, you know, it was acid reflux. But man, I don't know. Really? Like, I mean, because it's like, you don't understand. It's like, it's burning in my chest, burning in my throat, and it's like a gnawing feeling. Like, maybe burning isn't even the right word. It's like a gnawing feeling. Like, anytime I eat, it's almost like I have open sores in my throat. Sorry for the TMI, folks. Welcome, we're doing surviving the Canadian wilderness here and talking about acid reflux. Well, this is a proper Agrippa Maxenia stream, what can I say? Alright, oh nice, got a flare. But I'm not liking this wind picking up. This could mean we've got a storm incoming. And since I'm not really familiar with this area, you know, I stand a pretty good chance of getting caught out here. So I'm going to get on that highway pretty soon. I might stay here one day, maybe sleep here, kind of get well rested, get warmed up, but I might eventually leave this area completely. Wow, the Milton house is nice and big. I want to have a good look around, make sure he doesn't have a rifle or a revolver somewhere, because that would really help us out. Is that wolves in our game or wolves outside my apartment? Oh, nice. Got some wool socks. So obviously the idea is to try and get as warm as you can. You need to get a scarf. There's a number of things we really need. And actually, I'll take this opportunity to show you a very unfortunate fact of living in the wilderness, my friends, and that is, well, of living in a situation where you can't get water, fresh water. The toilet's pretty good. So we're going to take all that potable water out of the toilet. And now when we get thirsty, we've got something to drink. I don't think this guy has anything here, and usually if you've got a revolver, it's laying out on like a table. I don't think I've yet found it inside one of the cabinets. But that lantern fuel is a good fire starter. Take those wool socks as well. Yeah, we're gonna wear these. We're okay. We're certainly not going to survive outside very long. If we don't get, you know, more stuff, essentially. Let's grab that. Go ahead and search the fridge, get all the food we can. But being in this town, I think it's not going to be much of an issue finding food.
Excellent.
Actually, my biggest concern is not finding a weapon. Even a knife is a great weapon to have in this game, because if you get jumped by a wolf, which does happen, the knife can at least get the wolf off you pretty quickly. We also don't have any medical supplies as of yet, so we've got to look for some bandages, painkillers, anything that will help us through a wolf attack or just, you know, a scratch. You can easily scratch yourself in this game. You can twist your ankles, sprain your ankles. I can attest to that, how easy it is to sprain your ankle in the snow, man. Look at this, that is boarded up. So this is the town of Milton. My first time here, folks. I have never been to the town of Milton. Interesting. Wow. Better boil that, says Ben. Yeah, it doesn't look too safe, does it? But you know, I would assume that most of the bacteria would be dead at that point. What do I know? Oh, yes, a hacksaw, guys. Now, this cannot be used as a weapon, but this is very useful for cutting up things, particularly meat. So we're going to take that. Thank you, sir. Ooh, my goodness, this is an interesting-looking kitchen. A bathroom over here. We got some jeans. We'll take those. Then we have a second layer. Unfortunately, still no medicine. But that's okay. The quality tools, take them for now. This is good for repairing things, but we don't really have anything of note to repair. We have to find that first. Go ahead and grab the dog food and the tomato soup. It's never a good idea to have too many cans on you, but, you know, it's better than starving, so... Let's get some more of that lantern fuel. Very nice. Oh, yeah.
Hope I can still eat this.
Fresh lake whitefish. Taking the shoes just because these will wear out eventually, and we're taking the toque because we needed that second layer on our head. Now let's get out of here. There's really not much of value. Oh my goodness, climbing sucks. It's not crazy good. I'm gonna leave it. It just looked kind of interesting. Let's get out of here. It's not usually wolf attacks on day one, but I'm not discounting any possibility.
Use this.
Yes, got some matches. One of the best things to have out here. Alright, let's keep inspecting the town. Do they have a police station in this town? That's what I want to know, because maybe at a police station we would find a gun. But the thing is, in this game, for me at least, I need to inspect everything. So, there is a post office. Before we go to the post office, we're going in all these homes and just checking them out. You could possibly survive in this town for a few days, which we might do. But I don't know if you guys want me to just keep searching. It's totally up to you, or if you want me to go for survival, for really trying to extend my period of survival as long as possible. I'll do either or, honestly. I'm hoping this particular video will take more than one stream to actually finish. That's my goal, is that there's enough to do here to keep us entertained for a few streams, or to keep us alive for a few streams. Let's head over there. I'm just going to take a look in the truck quickly. There's some nice houses out here, guys, like really nice locations to search. We're pretty lucky in the area I landed, even though I'm not familiar with this place at all. Got some antiseptic. Probably need that eventually, but what I really want to find is a knife or a gun or something in between. For a second there, I was worried that this was not a building you could actually visit. But look at this. Wow.
Thank goodness.
Some more Summit soda. What I'm really looking for, though, is, of course, some good old weaponry. Now, a hook can be used eventually for fishing. I don't think we're going to get that chance. And this, man, this is much smaller than I imagined it would be. Let's head for the post office. Pretty small, pretty self-contained. Now, let's get out of here. I was hoping for something a little more impressive. You know what? You never know. Let's check if we can. That, guys, there's a path leading up. I'm thinking that's where we're going to be heading. That's going to be our plan. From the front of the Milton Credit Union, we're going to head up there eventually. Probably should try and stay here a few days, but that's definitely somewhere I want to eventually go to. Let's take a look here at the chat. Hey, Ulf, how you doing, man? What am I doing in your neighborhood? I decided to stop by for a visit, of course. Tomato soup and toilet water. Who could ask for anything more, says Robert Roberts. Hey, man, that's good eats. That's good eats sometime, you know? When you're starving, that's good stuff. Let's see what the credit union is like. No cash. We're good on that. You can actually burn money in this game for firewood. And you know what? I'm going to break down... It's 12 minutes, man. Just because we do need as many tinder plugs as we can get. Really get that fire going. And look at that. Some ski gloves. Very useful. I think I'm going to go ahead and put them on right now. Is there some... Man, that was creepy. When I was walking, I just heard like that rustling made me think there was somebody behind me here.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Might as well go ahead and eat that. He's like, wonder if this is any good to eat, and just stuffs it. Wonderful. We got some nice herbal tea. Look at that, man. Just left this out here for us. All right. Probably not. I mean, we probably have enough hydrogen peroxide, but what the hell? We won't take any more. These are new trail boots. I'll toss the other boots and put these on. And I think we have enough toilet water to keep us satiated for quite a while. Now this doesn't seem like much, but this in this game is just a godsend. Good old coffee. So this will actually give us a bit of a boost. Come on, please tell me they would have a gun in here. No gun inside the safe. Come on, guys. Got some painkillers. Got some cash on the floor we can use as tinder. 20 Canadian dollars. That's more than 20 Canadian dollars. My goodness. That's like 1,000 or 2,000 Canadian dollars that we can use just to burn. Now we are encumbered, so very soon here we've got to consider potentially throwing some of this stuff away, or just consuming the food and water. That also gets rid of some of the weight.
What have we here?
We've already got a tin of coffee, so I'm going to leave that here. Although, you know what? You can never have too many tins of coffee. Yeah. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that. And I'm going to drop off some of the antiseptic, because we just don't need that much. Yep, that's good. That works.
Can't have too much water.
I left both of those behind. I don't know, guys. Should we head out today and just go straight up that path? Or should we keep exploring this town? What do you guys think? How do we not have a gun in the bank? Some sort of security guard's gun. We're going to head up to this townhouse. Before we do, let me just get over here. Yeah, I didn't think so. I thought there was a possibility that we could climb that water tower. But you know what? There's more homes over here, and I don't want to ignore them. So let's just get a quick look. This one's boarded up. Maybe we should head out that way. Because I see a silo. I just don't know, folks. Not sure if going up higher up the mountain is a good idea, or if we should head down the mountain. Since I don't know the area, I think either or would be an interesting decision to make. Hello, Icon Rostov Vargas. Okay, Vargas says we should explore the town. Seems safer. I think you're right, my friend. I think that's what we're going to do is kind of, at least for just this today, pretty much, we'll take it easy, explore the town, and then tomorrow, once we sleep in the bed upstairs, then we'll actually head out and start exploring other areas. We still need some more medicine. You can never have too many antibiotics, really. And bandages, yes. Wonderful. Look at this. An emergency stim pack. This is pretty much a steroid injection. Very, very useful. Also got some thermal underwear. You cannot imagine how comfortable this would be in a situation like this. enough coffee. Now we really do have enough coffee because we have like 10 cups worth. You never have enough books. Let's go up here, see if we got a revolver upstairs. Oh my... That got me so excited for no reason. When I saw this handle, I was certain that we'd found the rifle. It's just a silly pasta spoon. It's worth nothing. Man. Alright, let's go. Not a very impressive house, I must say. And we still haven't checked out that actually big mansion, which might have a gun in it. At least if I had a big mansion, I'd have a gun to defend it. Here we go. I don't see anything in there. We really need to find a pry bar, because it could get us into a number of different areas, especially that first building that we found up there. I'm really curious to see what's in that building. It seems to me if you need a pry bar to get in, there's some valuable stuff. Yeah, exactly. Vargas is correct. I see. I just saw Icon's comment. Yeah, so pretty much this is a pure survival game in every sense of the word. I love it. I love it. It's really like, you know, being out here in the Canadian wilderness and trying to live in the worst blizzard possible. Now, some days will be like pretty easy to survive where it won't be too cold. Some days you'll have a horrific blizzard and you can't even leave. Other days you get attacked by a wild animal and yeah, all bets are off. I think the only thing that's not realistic in this game, at least with the research I've done, is the amount of animal attacks. Quite frankly, like wolf attacks on humans are very rare. It's extremely rare. You could see a pack of wolves. The chances of them actually attacking you, even if you're, you know, feet away from them, it's very low. It's just not something they do unless they're starving. And the way they make it make sense in this game is essentially they are starving. It's like a geothermal storm, so all of the animals are dying off, etc. And they've got, you know, nothing to hunt except for you. So that obviously becomes a problem. And I think we found more books in this game than in this particular Let's Play than I found in any of my Let's Plays for this game yet. I'll take this for later. It's just a thin wool sweater, but we can tear it up and use it. So we can definitely use the mittens. Come on, guys. Why don't you have a gun in your house? Oh, that's right. This is Canada. Okay. A lot of folks that live in the Canadian North, they need to have a gun. In the Yukon, you've got to have some sort of something to kill whatever ails you, as it were. I'm just doing like a double take here because I don't want to miss such a valuable piece of equipment. See, this guy's been shooting in his wall. Come on now. He's got to have a gun in here. Got a good old-fashioned stove. This is definitely a place you could call home in this game for a few days, maybe even a few weeks if you had enough food. It's a pretty chill place. That being said, we got to move on. Oh, there's our scarf. This is what I really wanted. What can I say? I wanted to look fashionable. I wanted to look fashionable in the Canadian wilderness. Yeah. Yeah, I'm that vain. So what? Alright, let's, so here's where we decide. Yeah, you guys were mentioning we should stay here. Now, here's another possibility, guys. So I'm gonna let you guys decide. So we either go up the mountain, we go down the mountain, or we go across the bridge. Look at that. There's a bridge right there. So you guys tell me where you want me to go, and I will make it happen. You're deciding my survival right now, folks. Still going to keep on searching the rest of the buildings here, but absolutely let me know. I feel like we may have already been in this building. I'm just, you know what? Ooh, first aid kit.
Could end up being
Yes, nice. We already have a hacksaw, I'll leave that. Now this dusting sulfur is good if you're making weapons, bullets and stuff, but we are not even close to that right now. Most of our bullets we probably want to actually find. Alright, let's see what you guys have said. I'm curious to see where you want me to go. Or if you want me, I mean, you know, the sun is coming down, so we might just sleep here tonight. However, tomorrow morning, we'll set off and go wherever you guys decide here in the chat. So let's take a look. Find a weapon before. Yeah, absolutely. No weapons. No weapons at all. That's the unfortunate thing. That's what I was saying earlier, like, even if we found a knife, that would be pretty good. Because if a wolf attacks us and you've got a knife, you can fight them off pretty quickly. Usually. You know, not always. If you're facing, like, an alpha timber wolf, no. But if you're just facing a regular timber wolf, you get a few stabs in, and, you know, maybe you'll get away with just a few scratches. So that would be our goal. So, interesting here. It looks like Robert is saying cross the bridge. Vargas is also saying cross the bridge. So we're going to be crossing that bridge. And I like the timing that they're giving us, 4 or 5 a.m. So really early morning. We'll pretty much sleep for a few hours. More than a few hours. We'll sleep. Then we'll pretty much pass the time until the sun begins to come up, and we'll immediately set out. Now, back when I used to play The Long Dark, when this game first came out, you could throw a flare at a wolf and it would scare them away. That no longer is the case. In fact, I'm not even sure flares have much of a use besides maybe distracting the wolves temporarily. But there are marine flares, which can maybe scare off some wolves. The point is, we don't have anything to defend ourselves right now. If a wolf attacks us, it's going to be very, very tough to survive. So yeah, searching for a weapon and finding one is of utmost importance. So until the sun is completely starting to go down, I'm going to keep searching through this town. You never know. We might find something lying on the ground. It's happened before. I've found hatchets lying on the ground before in this game. But it is starting to get dark. So curious to see. Oh, guys, look. Curiosity's got the best of me. There's a house up there on a hill. I have to check it out. I'll come back. I'll come back. Hopefully I remember how to get back, but that massive mountain range is hard to miss. What is this? Oh my goodness, we got a deer carcass here. A little too early in the game to be harvesting meat, but good. Look at what we got, boys! A hatchet. Oh, I feel a little safer. Just a little safer. We've got a few more homes over here too, so yeah, we might as well inspect them. The hatchet's pretty useful for breaking down wood. I'm not sure if we can use it defensively, like the knife, but gives me hope. Gives me hope. Let's see what we got up here, boys. And let's see if we can actually spot the bridge from here. So we can actually look down at the town. Yeah, there's the mansion right there. The bridge is going to be over that way. I like this. I like it very much. Just going to take a look over here. Alright, folks. This is where we're going to call it a night, and then in the morning we'll head out. Just going to take a look. What do we got?
Hope I can still eat this.
Hey, dog food is dog food. Delicious. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, no bed here. Well, unless you call this a bed. Yeah, and actually it's warm enough here for us to pretty much make it through. So I'm going to get started on our sleep. Let's do 8 hours to be safe. I think we'll need quite a few more to actually get through the night, so we can pass the time. I was thinking of lighting that torch to pass the time, but that would not be good. Actually, let's see if it has batteries. Usually doesn't. No batteries. No batteries.
I would
Alright then.
almost anything about now.
Definitely not using up the flare. No. So what we're going to do is we're going to pass the time. But before we pass the time, let's get a good old drink of toilet water. Nothing better. Nothing quenches your thirst like good old big glass of toilet water. And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and eat some of this fresh lake whitefish. This is pretty good stuff here. I thought it would be enough to fill us up, but apparently not, so I'm going to eat some of the fresh rabbit. And we won't eat all of it, but we'll get a good chunk of it. Oh, wow. Apparently we're thick boys. We are really eating a lot of stuff. So let me sleep here. I would guess we might not be able to sleep. We might just be able to pass the time. So I'm going to pass 4 hours. If the sun comes up before that, then obviously we'll go ahead and just cancel and get headed out. Because people were mentioning 4 or 5 a.m. I think that's a pretty good idea. I think it's pretty early. We'll sleep 1 hour just to get that rest bonus. And I think by that point the sun should be up. Another thing we don't have here, as far as I know, we might automatically get it, but I don't think we have a bedroll with us. Let's actually take a look, see if we can find it. So finding a bedroll is also very important, because if we end up not finding a place to sleep, a home, then we have to use the bedroll. Alright, folks. So across the bridge it is. Unless you guys have changed your mind, we're gonna... Oh boy, this is what I was talking about. So, as you can see now, because of the weather, we cannot see a damn thing. And I'm definitely not about to head out there, because I don't know this area very well. So I guess we're gonna be stuck here for a bit. In the meantime, get some more of that good old toilet water. And in fact, what I'll do is I'm gonna start drinking these grape drinks, because this can lower some of the weight we've got on us. And right now, we're just about a kilo over. So got some good old calories in it. Sugar and cal. So I think we'll just sleep an hour. Hopefully this is gonna, it's gonna go away. But, this kind of fog could stick around the entire day. It could stick around for 2 days, 3 days, etc. We just don't know. Alright, not bad. Not bad. See, now it's cleared up quite a bit. Just waiting 1 hour. And it's cleared up quite a bit. So we are going to head out of here, guys. Across the bridge it is. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Thank you so much, folks, for joining in here. We had done a really cool, what I thought was a really cool Hearts of Iron 4 video on the Chinese Civil War. But we got, such terrible views on it that I just deleted it. It's 6 hours and 90 views. It's really bad. Somebody in the comments mentioned that there's an even better Cold War mod. It's called the Iron Curtain. So I'm going to try to take a look at that and upload that, but maybe the channel is just not interested in Hearts of Iron 4 anymore, which is pretty sad. It used to be a pretty big game on this channel. Alright, folks, here we go. Across the bridge it is. Better get that flare out, because even though it's probably not going to scare a wolf away, it's better than nothing. Can we carry the hatchet? No, we definitely cannot carry the hatchet. Heading out of here without a bedroll is pretty scary. Again, if we don't find something else out here, then we're going to need that bedroll. See that on the far left side, the temperature is dropping pretty dramatically. So, it'd be nice to find cover. Also, it seems like that fog may be returning, guys. So if we ever need to come back here to Milton, this is a decent safe zone. 1911. It's got some decent stuff in it. Some more clothing, some additional food we could probably find there. But right now, I am trying to look for a gun. What you got in this car? Hey, how you doing, James? Good to see you, buddy. Sorry, James, I was just actually mentioning to the guys here, we had to delete that, Chinese Civil War video. Just got such a terrible amount of views on it. There was a suggestion, and I'm taking a look at it now, for an even better mod called the Iron Curtain for Hearts of Iron 4. The frustrating thing is it's one of those, it's not a custom mod that you can download on the workshop. You actually have to, install it. And me being, essentially technologically illiterate. It's going to be a challenge for me, so one of you guys might need to jump into Discord for a second and help Old Agrippa out. And then we'll try again. But the first... I mean, it was the worst video of ours in maybe like 4 months in terms of views. I was really disappointed. I thought for sure, I was like, I'm going to put up, you know, Chinese Civil War. People are going to flock to this video. Nope. Guys. I'm checking everything. Again, I mean, I've never found a revolver in the trucks or the cars. There's a first for everything. Also, we got a flare out of that. Not bad. And we've got a church here. Let's take a look at this church. Now, the question is, do we keep on going down that road once we inspect this area? I don't know. If it had said pry bar, I was about to scream. Okay. St. Christopher's. A good place. So it does have a bed here. I was hoping that was a bedroll. Unfortunately not. And we could take the Bible and use it as tinder. Listen, desperate times call for desperate measures, folks. Fleece mittens. Got some banged up food here. Might as well eat it.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
I'm gonna leave it just because, well, you know what? I'll take it. Beggars can't be choosers. But we are over encumbered. I'm kind of taking a bit of a risk with that. Alright, guys, we're gonna keep heading up this road. What do you say? James Watson says, good luck finding the gun. You will get the rifle from the trapper, and you will get the handgun from the old lady. Oh, we're not playing campaign. We're playing survival mode, so we can find the gun anywhere, pretty much. Anywhere that the gun could appear. So, like, there's a few different locations. That townhouse was one of them. But, yeah, this particular area, as I mentioned before, is not a place I've ever been to in the game, ever. I've never been to this area. So this is totally new to me. We're heading in a completely new direction. I know the coastal highway really well. That's one area, you know, I know like the back of my hand, but this is completely new. Hopefully these signs will point us in the right direction. And there's also a cave over there in case we want to get warm. But you know what sometimes is inside caves, my friends? I'm not sure heading to the cave is a good idea. We're heading away from the town of Milton right now. See some birds. That could mean a dead animal over there. And that could mean wolves. What do you say? Do we go to the cave or not? You guys decide. There was a radio. Yeah, the radios can't do much, unfortunately. Oh, yes, that would be great, B. Vargas. It's the first time I wouldn't curse that company. Oh, everything I need. It would be, if it was a real Walmart store, then even during a catastrophe like this, there would still be cashiers. That'll be $8.94, please. I'm going into the cave. I mean, sometimes you find stuff. What can I say? Oh, this is really, really unsafe. Oh, man, why did I do this? Why did I do this? Why do I do this to myself? I'm terrified. This is why I only play strategy games. Oh my gosh. Heart rate so high right now. Okay, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. Just get out. This is a pretty... Yeah, this cave is a bust. Now, it would be a good place if we want to get a fire started to just jump in there. Now that the flare is lit, we might as well just keep it going. Throwing it away would be kind of a waste. We need to find another home close very soon. Like to make it to the coastal highway. I'm not even sure I'm going in the right direction. This is true survival right here. Sticking to a road typically is a good idea. But, you know, going off the beaten path over there looking for homes, that's another option. Maybe what we need is rocks, because in the old Long Dark, you used the flares to scare off wolves, but maybe if we pick up some rocks, that would be sufficient. Look at that, we've got a deer out there. Just gonna take a look at this area, this clearing. This is nice. See, there should be a home nearby. There's a lot of wildlife here. Yeah, let's pick up some stones. I'm gonna equip the stone. Just, you know, again, I don't know if this is gonna work. Whoa! That would have been hilarious if I got killed by a deer on day 2. Alright, let's get out of here. It's awfully cold, folks. Gotta be careful. We might need to get off here pretty soon and try to get a fire started. Another thing we need, I've never had to make a bow in this game, but one of the essential things in making a bow is to have saplings. I believe this is a birch sapling, yep. So we're going to take it, and if that's what we end up having to do, well, so be it. But hold on a sec, let's get a look in here. What is going on? What is going on? This looks like somebody that maybe tried to start a camp here. Unfortunately died during the night. He's got some firewood. This might be a good chance for us to go ahead and start a camp of our own. Just get warmed up. Just get warmed up. Got a flare shell, a rifle cartridge. Hopefully that will eventually come in handy for us. But I think, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's get a fire started. We can use some accelerant as well. I'm going to use some lamp oil. Just to really make this a fast process. And while we're at it, get rid of some of these books so that we're not too over-encumbered. I'm actually going to get a cup of coffee going. Let's put it right here. Alright, folks. While that just kind of gets cooking, we're just going to warm up right here. Stand next to the fire. No! It's going to be 9 minutes until that's actually ready to go. While we're at it, we can even pick some of these mushrooms. These are useful if we get an infection, the reishi mushrooms. Of course, just getting, you know, standard antibiotics is much better, but not a bad idea to have these. Come on. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's also going to give us a warm-up bonus. So we could stand here a little bit longer, just to get, you know, the full benefits here. Yeah. Give me a second, please. I can't even accept calls on this phone. Jesus, what's wrong with this thing? Okay. Can I do spears or bow? Yes, with time. With time, I can make a nice bow, but it is going to take a bit. It's going to take. We have to harvest guts. We have to dry the guts, cure the guts. We have to cure the sapling. We have to find more things. I think a few more things. And then we have to find arrows or craft arrows. It's almost tougher to craft arrows than it is to craft the bow itself. So I've never actually used the bow in this game as, how can I put it, you know, as a means of catching food or fighting off any other animals. I've always used the gun, the revolver, or the rifle. We have to find it first, so far this highway's got me a little nervous. We're still continuing up the path past the bridge away from town, but I'm not seeing anything out here, so I'm hoping we spot a clearing pretty soon. Also, guys, make sure to hit that like button. That always helps big time. Oh, this is interesting. This looks promising. Look at that, man. Look at that mountain right there. Another bridge, guys. Got another bridge. Take a look off the side here in a second and see if we find any other settlements nearby. Oh boy. Spruce Falls Bridge. Now, what I'm thinking is if we go down there, that possibly could lead to the coastal highway. But I would be crazy to try that now. We need to find a place to stay first, I think. Sort of like find, you know, a place to, just in case we need to go to a house that we can go to. So I'm going to keep going past the bridge. Even though you might think that staying in a car in this temperature would save your life, you'd be very wrong. Unless you essentially piled up snow on the sides of your car and had enough body heat to keep you alive, you're going to die in here pretty quick. I think it's in below freezing temperatures. It's 15 or 20 minutes before the temperature inside the car is the same as the temperature outside. So these cars are death traps. We're pretty much just looking at them for materials. See, this one's got herbal tea inside. I love me some herbal tea. Oh, no, just these are just saltine crackers, rather. Not as exciting, but food is food.
What have we here?
Oh, Canada. Alright. Yeah, I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm just going to go. Yeah, I'm assigned to Milton, of course. The frustrating thing is it doesn't tell us what's this way. Wait a minute, wait a minute. A trail. Oh! Now the question is, does that trail lead to something? This could loop back around. As I said before, exactly. We go down that trail and loop under the bridge. That is definitely an option. We'll just go down the end of this block, see if there's anything down here. And if there's nothing,
Hope I can still
then that's what
eat
we're gonna do is try to loop down. We need to try to warm up though. Collapse, rocks, boulders. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Alright, this is a dead end. And we've got a deer here, which means we've also got wolves. Just making sure there's not like a coal mine nearby. This game has a lot of coal mines. Now we could also go up. My goodness, guys, we need you to tell me. Do we go up the bridge or do we go down that path? We're already kind of suffering, or very close to suffering from hypothermia. So I'm going to let you guys decide. That way I won't feel so bad. If I die in this game. Survival difficulty, it's the second one, Defiant Spectre. Search glove box of cars. Yes, yeah, we're trying to check all the cars, but I'm so desperate to find a weapon right now. You know, like, we already have enough in terms of, like, clothing, and we have enough food, so I'm not really that desperate to check the cars. Usually if there's a revolver in the vehicles, it'll be on the seat, right on the seat, not in the actual glove compartment. I prefer the revolver, yeah, I do, James Watson. Only because I'm such a bad shot. That, like, at least with the revolver, when I'm getting charged by a wolf, I can just, like, hip fire it, and usually we'll get a kill or at least get the thing to run away. But with a rifle, like, I find myself, even if the wolf is, like, 100 meters away, I just, like, overthink it, so I'll be, like, aiming to try to get the perfect shot, then it'll be way too close, and, yeah, it ends up being terrible. But either would be amazing right now, honestly. I think I might be happiest if I find a knife, actually. Yeah, better as a reactive weapon, exactly, V. Vargas. So what do you guys think? Do we go up or down? I mean, this is, you know, we're getting cold here. Do we head back to Milton? That's another option, is heading back to Milton, but that would kind of, you know, be unfortunate for all this progress. And please do hit that like button, folks. That always helps. Subscribe if you're new. I think this is going to be a stream. If you guys at least enjoy me streaming games like this, I know it's not like a strategy game. This is going to be a stream we can continue for several streams, probably. You know, assuming I don't get killed. What zone am I in? So Defiant Spectre, that's hilarious. I played this game when there were only 3 zones: the coastal highway, the forest clearing area, and one other. Now there's like 20 zones. I don't know what zone I'm in. I'm not familiar. I'm trying to get to either the coastal highway or one of the mine shafts. Those I am kind of pretty aware of, but everything else I don't know about. Search to see if you can find a cabin, says James. Thank you, Ulf. Ulf says this is good, Agrippa. Appreciate that, man. So do we go back to Milton? I don't know, guys. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can stomach that. I'm going to search for a cabin up here. Just real quick. It just seems to me that like, going up here, you know, going on the trail, if you go on a trail, call me crazy, you're not actually expecting to find any civilization, right? But if you're going up the trail, potentially you could find, like, a ranger cabin or something like this. I don't know. We're gonna go anyway. But I think you guys are right. If we do find a cabin, then we'll thank our lucky stars and we'll rest there. But I'm not sure we're gonna be finding any cabin. This is our last chance in this area. If not, we gotta get the hell out of here fast. There might be another cave up here. Man, this place is full of caves. And sometimes the caves could be entrances to other locations. So we do want to check it out, although it's always pretty risky to go in here. Oh boy. What we got? Okay. Ooh. Ooh, a proper cave. Okay. Like a cave. This could lead to another location. I'm going. I am going. Don't need to tell me twice. Make sure nobody's yelling in the chat. Don't go in there, Agrippa. It's a terrible idea. I'll check in a second. But right now, I want to make it to the other part of the cave. Oh my goodness. We're warming up as well, which is awesome. This cave can actually be a location that we can use. Oh my goodness. A lot of wood here. I'm not sure we can carry all this wood. I think we've got plenty on us, but yeah, there's definitely been people here. So we've got a nice fire if we want to get a fire started. Let me take a look here at the chat. What's the temp Celsius? Thank you, Ben. That's awesome. The temp Celsius, I don't know if we can check the exact temperature. I would assume, though, I'm thinking more Fahrenheit. I would assume it's like -20 or -30 Fahrenheit. If you want to convert that to Celsius. And then when, like, blizzards come, probably like -40, -50. Very, very, very cold. We haven't seen a blizzard yet, thankfully. Although we have just found the exit of this cave. Let's see where it puts us. Hopefully near some houses. We got pretty spoiled by finding that town. This doesn't look very promising. Feels even worse over here. I mean, we could have stayed in there and warmed up first. This looks like the, if I'm not mistaken, the clearing that we saw before, but it might be a different one, no, because this is on a different part of the map. But it's a similar clearing. It could be the same one. I mean, that cave might not be that deep. Oh my goodness. Guys, what do you think? Do we try to get down here? Or we could just go back in the cave, come out the other side. Let's see, anything that could potentially be a home or anything. No, there's a deer there. I think that might actually be the same area. It really might be the same area. See if there's anything over here. Oh boy, yeah, so to get down, a climbing rope would be much better, of course. We could get down that and be okay. The chances, though, are pretty 50-50. Yeah, buddy. It says make a torch. We'll make a torch soon. I'm thinking I'm gonna go down there, man. I'm really desperate to find a building, but then again, you know what? Why am I being crazy? Why am I being crazy? We're already getting tired. Oh, that's the problem. We don't have the bedroll. I don't think we do anyway. Let me see. We have a bedroll. Oh my goodness. Okay, we might be all right. So here's what I'm thinking. Thinking we go ahead and just drop it here, get some sleep, period. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Then we'll decide what to do the next time we play, where we want to go. I'm thinking we want to risk sliding down that snow embankment. I think we can get down with maybe just a sprained ankle. Obviously, a broken ankle in a situation like this is death. You will die. So it's a risk, but I'm almost willing to take it. Having to go back through that claustrophobic cave is a little scary, number one. And also, we didn't see much on the other side, so I'm not too sure how I want to approach this. But before I get off here, I mean, we've got to do the most important thing, and that is get a good old gulp of toilet water, or glug of toilet water, and maybe some of this tomato soup. And at least we're eating new tomato soup. Actually, what we really should be doing is eating our old stuff. Hopefully it's not spoiled. Usually if it's above 25, it's okay. But eating 30% sardines is pretty risky, I'll be honest. Alright. Thanks so much for joining me on the stream, guys. It was a lot of fun. And definitely a game I would want to play in the future, as long as you guys would want to watch it. So stay tuned. We'll have a part 2 to this stream, and we'll just see how long old Agrippa can survive out here. Thanks again. Well, I got to talk eventually. Ben and I think it was Ben and Vargas. If you guys can send me a message on Discord about that acid reflux, I really, really need to talk to one of you guys because it's been absolutely terrifying. Yeah, send me a Discord message and we'll get to chatting. Is my character named Mackenzie? Yeah. Yeah, but I didn't name him. Alright, guys, take care. Thank you so much. Hit that like.